Rangers Bantam's on tour. Bradford City drew to Peterbrough last night, but I didn't care because I'm in this place. Lovely Tenerife, it's sunny, must have ever like it home. But 1-1 draw. Now we've got to be talking about the expectations of League One, haven't we? That's what we've got to talk about here. We all know it. Some of yous need to get your heads out of your arses. And that's explicit language for me. Because I'm seeing a lot of negativity. Now at the end of the day, Bradford City have been in League Two for 6 years of my existence. Well, not my existence, but 6 years out of the 18. Well, longer actually, but when I was a fan. And it was horrible, it was torrid. To be able to go to Peterborough and be expecting to win is a massive realisation of where we've come as a football club. And we've only had 5 games in League One and we're unbeaten, which is absolutely phenomenal. Our away form still needs improvement, but we're unbeaten. We've got a good point there, and for me it is a good point. Now Northampton were also disappointing, but we got a point, and there were some positives. Now obviously I think you've got to look at the realisation of the game and what the game and the moment of the game we had. We were 1-0 up, 90th minute, and we've been seen to bottled it. And I can argue that case with you that yeah we did, but we've still got a good point there, and we did play some good stuff throughout the game. The changes Alexander made to the starting 11 with the five players who came in, with Wright and Lapsley behind Will Swan, Patterson in the midfield, and there were another I forgot. I was happy with those changes before kick-off because I thought that's Alexander at his best, he's adaptable. Not many managers adapt who have been Bradford City managers, but across the AFL I think he's the most adaptable manager, which came at our cost by bringing on Kieran Kelly for Will Swan and taking off power for Metcalf, a young inexperienced midfielder who can't see out a game, which we saw against Stockport as well, where he did look inexperienced and a bit naive in there and lack the composure that Power has. But that's what happens, people make mistakes, and unfortunately that was one. But I think where we have to look at it as a big concern is the fact that we're continually doing it. We did it back in the last season with Swindon and Notts County, bringing in Baldwin in midfield, and the amount of goals we're conceding, the added time of games, someone put a stat online about that, it is worrying. And that's something we've got to look at, because it's the only criticism I think I and many people can have Alexander. And even I'm his biggest fan, a lot of people are, but they still have that criticism because we have been seen to bottle that game there and thrown it away. But I think when we look at Peterborough, and they've had a torrid start, I think that was their first open play goal they've scored, conceded 6, there's a seagull flying past me, that's great viewing. It is concerning that we didn't win that game, but Peterborough is still a respected League One side. I had them to come in the relegation zone, but Luton are currently, what, 11th, 12th maybe? They're not going to stay there. You know, it's a matter of points. Wherever you are in the table, it doesn't matter until at least 10 games in, and it's just a bit frustrating that this could kickstart Peterborough, and you want to be beating them when they're at the lowest in confidence, and that's what we didn't do, unfortunately. But still many positives. Now, I didn't actually get to watch the game. I saw about half an hour, because my way I try to watch games, it cut off completely. My second protocol is to go on my phone and use something that I go on there. That also didn't work, it only went for 30 minutes, so I was very angered about that. But at least I've got the weather, and that's what I sort of chose to do. I hope a crab don't come out and crab me up. You're getting pecked by the crabs. That's been great viewing. Although, you know, whatever's made, it's made by proper, innit? You know, whatever you like it how it was first made. And all this getting touched up by the Royals or whatever Reading have done and all that, it is great, it's good, but it's not as good as getting pecked by the chickens. We made it, get off. It's like, you know, fish and chips. Australians are really good at it. They like fish and chips. We made it, it is ours. I think it is anyway. It could be even the French's, but you know, whoever made it first, they made it the best. That's what I'm trying to say here. And yeah, I lost my way. I can't remember what I'm on about. I can't edit it either because it is off my phone. It's either this or no, and I couldn't do it last night because I wanted to do this spot because it is a lovely spot. Apart from the bit that you can't see, because then it does look like I'm in the streets of Homewood maybe, but it's still nice. But yeah, this is good. And there's never anything more British, is there, than wearing the England shirt walking around the streets of Spain or Tenerife. I'm not going to show, but I have actually got some England cricket shorts on as well. Can't quite. I'm too big, very tall. I'm not. I think I'm just about 6 foot. I mean, it's a bit two people looking at me down there thinking, what's he taking a long selfie? I'm not. I'm a very famous YouTuber, not that they'd know. And there's a dog walker coming here and I nearly look like I filmed him. But anyway, moving away from that, it's a positive draw and we're taking to Wimbledon. But like I say, Peterbrough, they're not going to be down there all season. We don't know that for sure. I look at that squad and I think we can get them defensively, and we did with our press. But unfortunately, a 1-0 ain't enough and ain't going to be in League One, and Alexander's got to be able to respect, but he can't just bring on 6 on the back and defend it through, because teams will find a way to exploit that in League One, unfortunately. So yeah, that is something we've got to improve on. As a dog walker's going past, I don't want us to think him that he's filming, but I'm filming him. But yeah, nice dog though. But the other point I want to make is the expectation. There was a great article by Whitford Post a couple of days ago, and it was a really good read, because I just want to look at I'm not that close to the edge actually. I want to be good. Venus Bantams falls off a cliff whilst recording his Peterborough match reaction. Yes, it was a great read and it summarises it really well. And I'd say this: expect the worst, hope for the best, and enjoy every moment. And that's what we've got to do this season in League One. You know, there's going to be great moments, and there already has been some great moments, but there's going to be some really bad moments as well, because we're a newly promoted team. We're going to go on a bad run, I expect that, but also hope that we can go on another good run and we might actually fight for playoffs, because after Stockport, believe me, I was one of the fans who were saying yes, playoffs could be on, or is on. I'm on the playoff train now. I still am, because I think we can get top half, and then wherever we push on from there, we'll push on from, because what we're really good at, doing the basics right. Our press is fantastic, it's one of the best in the league. Anyone who plays out, like most of the teams in League One, will be caught out by us. And defensively, when Joe Wright's back, which he will be next week, we're one of the best defensive teams in this league, no doubt about that, with the 3 at the back that we've got with Tilt, Pennington and Joe Wright. Curtis Tilt had another great game yesterday as well, and Sam Walker with his big saves that he's made throughout this season. The 2 wing-backs have pace and can create. Our midfield, who do you pick in that midfield? Metcalf's going to be a great player in the future. Not ready now, I think that's what we've seen from the first 2 games, but he hasn't had a pre-season with us, so we've got to give him a lot of time, not just this season, but across his 3 years. He will be a championship player, no doubt about that. And we saw the influence that Max Power has when he came off the pitch on Saturday, and how much of a leader he is. And look, Will Swan, 3 goals in his first 5. There's a lot of talent in this team, and that is, without talking about your Stephen Humphries, your Bobby Poyntons, your Sarceviches, you know, it is a full squad of talent. And when we made 5 changes, to say that we made 5 changes and we were 1-0 up for 90 minutes against Peterborough, that's a big statement to show how far we've come, that we can put faith in the depth. And believe me, I thought, from what I saw across the highlights, across Sam's vlog, great vlog by the way, mate, and the 30 minutes I watched, I thought Tyke Wright were really great. Unlucky not to get a penalty. I thought that was a Stonewall penalty, just because he hasn't got it, because he's leaned into his man and he's playing on it. But everyone does. That's the way football's gone, unfortunately. It is a disgrace, but that's the way it's gone now. You've got to accept it. And he's leaned in, and that's why the referee hasn't give it. But there's a tanglement of legs, there's a push in the back, and he's gone down. And fair play to him. I thought he was really bright. He's got pace. He was really good at pressing from the bits I saw as well, which that's what I like about Tyke Wright. He's really improved his game defensively and pressing in the final third. And he's a really good option for us this season, because we don't have many players in that forward line who are blessed with pace. But yeah, I think the big concern is what we keep seeing is what do we do when Andy Cook comes back? Because I think the 3-5-2 will work, but there's going to be a lot of unhappy players. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes. I think that's going to be interesting when he does come back into the team. But back to the referee was shocking, by the way. That's where we're going to go, because that should have been a penalty. There were a lot of niggly decisions that didn't go our way. You know, pushing the backs that we didn't get. That he was horrendous. But back to the original point: expect the worst, hope for the best, and enjoy every moment. With Bradford City, we're a competitive League One side, and you know, to beat Luton and Stockport in our first 5 games is unbelievable. We've got a tough September coming up. We'll see how we do there, but we're not going to get battered this season. It's not going to happen. We didn't get battered. We got battered once last season. There was only one time last season where we lost by 1 or more goals, and that were away at Notts County 3-0. Same will happen again this season, because this squad's got character and it's got fight. And I don't care if we're losing most weeks, but as long as we show that character and fight and endeavour and the right way to play like we are, and we're showing the basic skills of being a footballer, and we're pressing well. We're playing the Bradford City way, because this is the Bradford City way, playing high intensity. Don't know what came out of my mouth there. An entanglement of words. High intensity, high tempo, high pressing, and that is the Bradford City way in Clout and Amber. Can't wait now for Tuesday. Again, it'll be competitive, it'll be a tight game, and I expect us to be competitive, and I have no doubt that we can win, because Bradford City Football Club under Graham Alexander can beat anyone. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I don't care if you're negative, but you do need to be optimistic, because we're on the up, and it's time to be optimistic and to believe that this team can achieve anything this season. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like the video if you did, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you probably. I might see you tomorrow for a preview, I'll see what I'll do, but let me know. I mean, you can't beat this, can you, for a Rainers Bantams video, for a background? You can't beat it. Have a good one. I'm off for a swim. Not in there, because I would die. Not because I can't swim, I can, but it's just a bit deep, really. And probably, I mean, I saw a video yesterday of someone getting eaten by a shark. I mean, that wasn't Tenerife, but I have seen a shark in Tenerife a month ago, so that does happen. So, and can I just say as well, this is another topic. This is like Rainers Bantams talks water, but the English water is shocking, isn't it? I mean, it's brown, it's black. I mean, that sea, the beach is I've just pointed at someone. I'm not pointing at you. But yeah, the sea, the beach, the sand is black. I don't like black sand, but I like light blue water sea, which is great. In England, it's not. That's something we need to improve on. Is there still a hosepipe ban? I don't think there's in here. And look at it, it's great. Right, have a good one.